Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now representing tonight's sponsor beneficial society, Victor Emmanuel II, please welcome Arphil's game staff member and a proud member at Victor Emmanuel II, Nick Yaniskevich, who will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Nick Yaniskevich, next to tonight's sponsor beneficial society, Victor Emmanuel II. The pregame fireworks are compliments of International Fireworks. International Fireworks, the official.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 here, the 6th game set against the Portland Sea Dogs. A beautiful day here at America's Classic Ballpark. I don't think it could be any nicer here in Reading, Pennsylvania right now. And Victor Santos going to lead us off on the mound tonight. Santos has been stellar since being called up from High A for the Fightin Phils. He is 3-0 with his team in starts, and he has a 1-0 record on his side. We should look to see him going about 5 or 6 innings tonight if he's successful against these Portland Sea Dogs, and he's going to face off against Emmanuel De Jesus from the Portland Sea Dogs, who has a 2-2 record and thrown 26 innings here in Double-A. It'll be a great night. The Fightin Phils dropped yesterday to the Sea Dogs 9-3, but the team recording 11 total hits up at the plate. We've been seeing success from guys all over, so we'll look for them to continue that today. And a lot of fans still trickling in here at the park on our Italian Heritage Night, thanks to the Beneficial Society of Victor Emmanuel II. And, of course, the Cup giveaway as well here at the ballpark tonight, celebrating the 70th anniversary of FirstEnergy Stadium here in Reading, America's Classic Ballpark that we know and love. And it is going to be a new leadoff guy, Jason Rosario. Rosario steps into the box. Victor Santos getting ready on the mound. The first pitch coming in at 7:05 outside. It is a ball here. Santos known to pitch a little bit on the quicker side as he kicks and fires for number 2. Up and in, ball 2. Fouled back off by Rosario. It's 2-1. Santos turned 21 years old just the other day, so this is his first start as a 21-year-old. here in Double A. Celebrated his birthday on Monday, the off day. A big happy birthday to our starter. He sends one downstairs, and it's 3-1. And it's a called strike there, so Santos working his way back into this at-bat. A full count here in the outfield. Steven in left, Gamboa in center, and Bonifacio over in right, left to right across the infield. The same guys, Tatum, Stott, Brito, and Stokes. And Rodolfo Duran behind the plate. The payoff pitch fouled up the left field line, and we'll do it all over again.
That ball is brought to you by PA Insurance Fraud Prevention Authority. When the weasels commit insurance fraud, visit don'tbeaweasel.com.
Sliced up the first baseline. The bat splinters in half, and a piece of it goes flying towards first. Madison Stokes will pick it up and hand it to the bat boy today, as that bat needs to be replaced to Jason Rosario. Three balls, two strikes here. Santos facing off against the first batter in the lineup today. And the righty kicks and fires home. A swinging strike three, and a battle against Rosario comes to a close. Santos taking the top spot after 8 pitches. He gets Rosario down swinging, and although Rosario did his job by seeing all that Santos has to offer, he heads back into the dugout now for Pedro Castellanos. "82 degrees here in Reading, Pennsylvania right now. A slight breeze today. It's about 5 miles an hour going from right to left. Pretty much the exact same way it was yesterday. So we should see a lot of home runs. Castellanos fouls it back, and it's 1-2 here as it lands in the stands. A nice souvenir for a fan today. A big Little League team sitting in front of me. They got to go and have a catch out on the field pregame. Now they're all watching together. It's nice to see them come together as Santos gets Castellanos to chase it one low and away. That's his second strikeout of the day and second swinging strikeout.
The first baseman, number 3, Tristan Casas.
And here's Tristan Casas. Got to catch up with him before the game today as he heads to the Olympics on Friday. He'll be representing Team USA. And he's very excited to go out there and represent the United States in Tokyo. Lots of great prospects and former major leaguers who are heading out as Casas connects on this one, and it is just foul. And the Fightin' Phil's lucky that that one shifted over to the right. No balls and 1 strike. The lights have come on here at FirstEnergy Stadium just because of those typical shadows that come off from the roof, and the grandstands don't want anyone to kind of get trapped up with that. So we'll put them on early here just in case. Santos setting up, getting the sign from Duran behind the plate. He's pretty much straight facing forward. Then he'll kick and rotate his body home. This one sent sky high by Casas coming over Tatum. Will he have enough room? He makes the catch right at the fence for out number 3, and a 1-2-3 inning from the youngster to start things off here against the Portland Sea Dogs.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support. Well, I've got a cool fun fact for you here to start us off in the bottom of the 1st inning. So today is our Italian Heritage Night thanks to the Beneficial Society of Victor Emmanuel II, and our starting pitcher's name, Victor, and Portland's starting pitcher's name, Emmanuel. And I find that to be too much of a coincidence personally. I don't know what it means, but it means something that on the Beneficial Society Victor Emmanuel's II day here at the ballpark, they've got Victor and Emmanuel on the mound. So it's going to be some sort of serendipitous sign, I truly think. But Emmanuel going to start us off here. Daniel Brito, of course, heading up to the dish. It's going to be Brito, Stott, Bonifacio, Stokes, and Steven, the typical 1 through 5 that we've seen these days. And Emmanuel turns his back to the plate. He'll adjust his cap and then step back on the mound. We'll see if that becomes a ritual of sorts or just something he had to do right then and there. And his first offering coming in to Daniel Brito shows signs of bunt. Doesn't go anywhere, and it's a called strike. And Manuel, the lefty, stands tall, kicks with his right leg, comes home. Brito right up the middle. A diving Fitzgerald comes up with it. He stands up, and he's able to make the throw. Wow, a great play by the shortstop for out number 1. Hard hit ball there by Brito. And here's Bryson Stott now with an out in the bottom of the 1st. Tonight's Fan Zone team leaders are presented by Joanna Arias at North Point Bank. Brito leading an average 298, hit 65 after tacking on another home run yesterday. 14 doubles and 4 triples. Bonifacio leading in most of the other categories with 38 RBIs and 12 long balls. As Stott takes a first pitch strike. On the pitching side, Santos, the starter, leading an ERA of 1.72. And strikeouts still belonging to Francisco Morales as he totals 62 on the season. And those tonight's Fan Zone team leaders presented by Joanna Arias at North Point Bank. Stott takes a pitch down and away, and it's 2-1. Wynn pushing out to center field right now. As the lefty kicks and fires home, Stott takes a called strike on the outside, and suddenly it's a full count here. Santos 15 pitches to get a clean 1-2-3 in the top as the payoff pitch comes in, and Stott goes down swinging for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 29, Jorge.
Here's Jorge Bonifacio. Bonifacio admitted yesterday that he had a tough day, but knows all it takes is one at-bat to get right back into it, and that's what he plans on doing. He tells himself and he tells the other guys on the team, you treat every at-bat like it's your last ever, and good things are going to come to you. And this one, he's going to rope up the middle, dropping in front of Rosario, and he'll have a base hit here to start off the night. There's 2 outs for the Fightins, but there's a runner on here for Madison Stokes.
Tonight's Chiefs RBI guy, the first baseman number 15, Madison Stokes.
The first offering to Stokes inside. Chopper up the third baseline, fielded by Potts. He'll make the easy force out at second, and that'll do it for the Fightins. But they do record a hit here in the bottom of the first, although we go 0-0 into the second.
Gear up for the Fightin Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the EXP Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. EXP Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. EXP Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Well, after a quick first, we are here for the second inning. And Santos coming back out after 15 pitches gets him out of the first. De Jesus only needed 11 and will face off against the cleanup guy, Joey Meneses. Meneses having a heck of a day yesterday, a home run and a walk later in the ninth as the Sea Dogs scored 9 with 15 hits on the Fightins. But it'll take a first pitch strike from Santos. Guys looking good out in BP today. Wind pushing out of the park, so we are sure to see some long balls. Yesterday, we saw 5. 3 from Portland and 2 solo shots from the Fightin Phils. Daniel Brito with his 5th of the season as Meneses sends this one up the left field line, and it bounces off the top of the wall. Coming to second, hustling is Meneses, and he'll have a stand-up double to start things off here in the second. Here's Hudson Potts now. And Duran having the other homer yesterday for the Fightin Phils, while Castellanos, Meneses, and Cassis all had home runs yesterday for the Sea Dogs. Meneses' double here is his 22nd of the season, which is pretty impressive there for the Sea Dog. But Potts first here in the righty batter's box connects a foul ball up the first base line. Fightin's in their pinstripe uniforms today. That's white with the red pinstripes and the red baseball cap with the F fist out on the front. And the Sea Dogs in their road grays and the black Sea Dogs cap. Potts takes a ball and it's 1-1. Meneses' 22 double ties him for second in the league. Santos sends a pitch outside. It's 2-1. Pitched 15 2/3 innings so far this season for the Fightins, and pitched about 20 innings in Jersey Shore, so pretty much split time here in the first half. And now as we merge into the second half, we'll see what the youngster has to offer. Brito covering Meneses out on second, although he's not allowed to stand to the left of second, so he'll have to be careful not to cross before the pitch is released from Santos. And now Potts will step out of the batter's box and will have to go again. Potts back in the righty batter's box. The righty Santos deals, and he'll end up walking him. So now runners on first and second with nobody out here in the second. Although the walk will set up the Fightin' Phils here for a double play, it'll be Ronaldo Hernandez who steps up to bat. Lots of kids out in the Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Pavilion today. A big pool party going on at the ballpark, and the 67 club jam-packed over up the third base line. Fightin's infield takes a couple steps in right now. Santos leading over. He'll get the sign from Duran. And send it in just a little low to Hernandez. Out on second, Meneses, and on first, Hudson Potts. Sean Williams loves how aggressive Santos is while attacking batters, and that last at-bat didn't go too heavily after Hudson Potts. But that's his go-to. He'll come inside the strike zone, and he tries to induce weak contact out of these batters as opposed to getting the Ks, although he already does have 2 today, and here he'll get a strike called to Hernandez, 1-1. Take you around the leagues in just a second. Nothing happening for the Phillies until Friday with the All-Star Game midseason break. And connecting Hernandez, he'll send it out to left field, but it just moves foul. And it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Lehigh Valley and the Buffalo Bisons tied at 0 in the bottom of the first. Dunedin has a run over Clearwater there in the top of the second, just as we are. And the Jersey Shore Blue Claws have a 1-run lead over the Brooklyn Cyclones. They are in the top of the second as well. Can't wait till the Phillies are back in action, though. They have seen success at the end of the first half, and hopefully they will be able to carry that momentum in the second half, as coming inside is Hernandez, or to Hernandez, is 2-2. JT Realmuto had a home run in the All-Star game yesterday. We haven't seen a Philly do that since Mike Schmidt, which, if you know anything about Mike Schmidt, he is regarded most likely as the best third baseman for Philadelphia in their history. And Zach Wheeler only got just a little bit of time on the mound an out to make. And a lot of fans were in uproar over that. They thought, you know, he was gypped out of being the starter. And then to only get an out his way was tough for him. But definitely a guy who's in contention for the Cy Young, possibly over in the NL, as Santos comes in. A bullet that's going to bounce just fair coming home. Meneses up the left field line. Here's the throw in, and it'll be a double from Hernandez that just bounces to the right of the foul line, and he scores a run. So Portland taking a 1-0 lead over the Fightin' Phils here in the top of the second, and there's nobody out. It'll be Ryan Fitzgerald now. And once again, the pitchers will not bat here in this series, so there will be a designated hitter. Hernandez playing catcher tonight, while Baldwin will be the designated hitter. And we saw the opposite in yesterday's contest, so they're switching. This one set up the first baseline, but it is foul. A lefty batter, Fitzgerald, is going to have a tougher time against Santos. In Santos's career, lefty opponents hit 175, while righties hit 270. So if he's going to have luck, it'll be with this lefty side as Fitzgerald pops another one foul, and it's 0-2. A ground ball to Daniel Brito. He's going to make the out at first, while Potts comes home to score. And it will be one out now, but the Portland Sea Dogs will lead by 2 runs here in the top of the second. And here's Roldani Baldwin as we get into the 8 and 9 spots in the order. And as I said before, Baldwin, the designated hitter this evening. Baldwin fouls back the first pitch he sees. Santos getting these guys, with the exception of Potts, into really good counts in his favor, and then he just loses out on that final pitch. And he'll just have to put the nail in the coffin here to get out of this inning. Hernandez over on third as the infield comes in a little bit, right close to that grass edge as Baldwin chases, and he's 0-2. We've seen quite a number of 2-strike counts here from Santos. And we'll see if he goes low and away again to make the batter chase. He did go low and away, although a little bit too far. Baldwin not going to chase a pitch in the dirt. And here's the 0-2. Once again, down and away, just too far. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes here with an out in the top of the second. The Sea Dogs, 2 runs on 2 hits. And the R-Phils, no runs on 1 hit. Santos looks at the runner on third, and Baldwin sends this one into shallow right field. Bonifacio, here's the throw in, and are they going to catch Hernandez off of the bag? They try to tie him up at third, and they say the tag by Tatum is not in time, but man, was that great by the Fightin' Phils, and boost from the crowd to the umpires. But 2 away, and they save a run from scoring there on a great throw by the right fielder. And here is Grant Williams now. And Williams yesterday was the top of the order, actually the leadoff guy But today, as he is a lefty bat against Santos, the righty pitcher, he's going to shift to the number 9 spot. Santos still looking on that runner on third. Now he's going to come home. The bunt attempt here as Santos fields it backhand. They're going to come home and tag the run. A great throw by the pitcher. He is so athletic off of the mound as they get Hernandez coming home to the plate, who honestly didn't even have to run. And so they'll end the inning just allowing 2 runs to Portland, a big pickup there, and the Fightins going into the bottom of the second here to bat.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phil's players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season. Well, bottom of the second inning, the Fightin' Phils have some catching up to do, but Santos getting out of the inning with a great play at the plate. And 2 runs have crossed for Portland in the top of the second. As here is Josh Stephen to lead us off. He'll be followed by Duran and Tatum.
Now batting for the Fightin' Phils, go left fielder number 10, Josh Stephen.
Stephen has had a pretty incredible past 2 weeks. And his first pitch coming in too high. It is a ball. And Manuel, a tall lefty, has got a pretty thick frame, and they say that helps him throw some high velocity. Stevens sends this one foul. I think it's going to land on the roof, and it's 1-1. Fastball, low 90s, tops around 92. He's also working on adding more velocity over quarantine. That was one of his goals. Stevens sends one up the first baseline into the Fightin' Phils bullpen, and the players scatter. He's also got a changeup, a curve, and a slider. And Manuel out of Venezuela, pitched for Venezuela in the 2021 America's Olympic qualifier. And that's where America made their bid for the Olympics that they'll play in Tokyo in just a few weeks. And here's the offering big de Jesus. Steven fouls off another one the other way this time into the Sea Dogs bullpen, and they scatter up the left field line. Been in the organization since 2013. And they foresee him becoming late in the rotation arm as he gets Steven to chase. Does he go around? He does, and that is strike number 3 for Josh Steven, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Here's Rodolfo Duran now with one away. Duran hit a solo shot yesterday, just getting back after rehabbing for his injury. And it's nice to see him get his power bat back. We've already seen him really stellar behind the plate. Does a great job blocking and keeping everything together. He'll take a called strike to start things off. And he sends a bullet out to left field, going back at the wall. Another home run for Rodolfo Duran. He cuts the Sea Dogs lead in half, 2-1, and notches his 5th of the season. One yesterday, one today. And he looks pretty excited, jogging home here for the Fightin' Phils, putting their first run on the board as he points to the sky, crossing home plate. Here's McCarthy Tatum now. Tatum yesterday, a single, a walk, and a sacrifice fly. And he swings at the first pitch he sees, fouls it into the right field grandstand. Up, it lands on the top of the dugout suite, and no one able to take that home. See if someone tries to crawl up out there. A lot of kids in the crowd today. You love to see them spending their summer vacation at the ballpark. Tatum takes another strike. It's 0-2. And the lefty kicks and fires home. It's upstairs. Behind the plate tonight, Tanner Moore, Biarretta shifting to third, and Edwin Jimenez over at first base. Shadows have started to creep across the infield as Tatum goes the opposite way, but just too far. And his count will stay at 1-2. For somebody that's been in the organization so long, De Jesus, just 24 years old, as Tatum will strike out swinging. And that's out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. And it's the DH now, Luke Miller. This is Miller's first time up in the series. Saw him fielding at third today, taking a little infield practice. As he fouls one back. Infield backs up a little bit onto that grass edge. Miller will pretty much have up the middle of space. He's going to take a step out. And now he'll head back in the righty batter's box. De Jesus sends one that brings Miller to his knees. Throws a change out there and fools the righty. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Rodolfo Duran's solo shot cut into the Sea Dogs lead. It's 2-1 here at the ballpark. And the 1-2. Miller goes down swinging, chasing a high fastball. And the score is Portland 2, Reading 1 as we head into the top of the third.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Back at America's Classic Ballpark, here we go. Top of the third inning, the Fightins trail by just a run. And I have a very special guest with me on the air tonight, the president of Victor Emmanuel's II. Mark, how you doing today?
Fine, how are you?
I'm great,
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're up here with me,
Yes.
and I'm glad you guys are out here at the ballpark for a beautiful Italian Heritage Night.
Very nice, very accommodating, very nice job.
Oh, good, I'm glad. Well, did you get to see Tony Fiorino with
Yes.
the classics?
Excellent, very good,
I caught
talented
a song
singer.
or two. It was
yeah,
nice.
I saw some, yep.
Well, Jason Rosario is going to start us off here in the top of the third as Santos delivers a first pitch ball. So you guys, a big sponsor of the night. You've been for a couple years, but this year you're part of our big cup giveaway, our Stadium Cup giveaway. We got a lot of fans who listen in the park, so we hoped you grabbed one of those America's Classic Ballpark Cups on the way in. Those are pretty nice.
Yep, very nice.
Those are awesome.
Yep. You guys welcome us every year, so proud to be part of it.
Well, I'm glad we've got a good crowd here for tonight. I got my Italian flag.
I see that.
Flying out in front of the booth. And you guys, you mentioned actually when you came in a big win by the Italian soccer team earlier in the week.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting to the penalty kicks.
Did you get to catch the game? Did you watch it?
I watched the end of it.
Oh, you got the best part then.
I don't like the penalty kick situation. However, that's the way it is.
It worked
that's the way
in your
it is.
favor.
Yeah,
There
you win
go.
some, you lose some. I don't know.
Well, a 1-2 count here to Rosario as Santos going for his first out in the top of the third inning. So this is your fourth year here at America's Classic Ballpark. And Rosario sends this one high in the sky, backing up Steven on the warning track. He makes the catch for out number one. And you've been a part of you've been the president of Victor Emmanuel's for how many years?
Well, I started in 2016 when I was vice president, and unfortunately the untimely death of our president, Livio Nave, put me in the hot seat. You go from doing nothing as a vice president, which I liked, to doing everything. I shouldn't say that.
Well,
Not everything.
You really had to take over there.
Yeah,
And
but
so
we
what
have,
were your big duties?
Duties? I was saying and thinking about trying to keep everybody happy.
Oh,
First
gosh.
of all, you have. We've been in existence since 1915, so we had a strong customer base, a strong membership base. We had everything going for us, and to not jeopardize anything that was already in place before me, because, especially with
a ground ball up the right side is going to get through the gap. And Castellanos is going to hold up at first. He's got a base hit with one out. Here's Tristan Casas. So you've got a pretty rich history here,
yes,
pretty
very.
Rich Italian culture in Reading, would you say?
Oh, yeah, in Reading we have a single operation. It's developed into a restaurant operation. It's a social club. We operate under the R license under PLCB regulations. So it's a club license, and especially during this pandemic, I did not want to lose the liquor license while I was president.
Oh gosh!
Or I'd be up.
People would
I'd
have
be
raised
hanging
havoc.
I'd be on the gosh darn top of the building with the Italian flag hanging there. So thank God we got through that and we sustained it well. And so the biggest thing, to answer your question, was to keep everybody happy. That's not easy.
Well, that's a tall task to fill, as this one's popped up by Cassis. It'll remain in fair territory. Tatum take a couple steps back at third to make the catch. And so I've heard about your guys' restaurant, which is within, the confines of your establishment, and I've heard great things about the pizza.
Pizza is unique.
Pizza's unique.
I
What
think
makes
the
it
recipe.
unique?
Well, it's presented in a square fashion as
Okay.
opposed to a triangle. It is not thin. It's thick. However, it's not
deep dish.
no real crust
Okay.
around it. It's only squares.
Okay.
And
what about the sauce? Special sauce?
Sauce we make homemade.
Homemade.
Yep, homemade sauce. There's nothing like it. That helps, with the unique taste. You always try to. It's not McDonald's. You go into a McDonald's in London, you have the same thing as McDonald's in Lancaster Avenue in Reading. This is not like that. We try to keep things consistent. However, with homemade ingredients, it's not always that easy.
Well, I think that's the best part.
Yes.
Is that it's
Yes.
homemade. So
Yes.
someone has taken the time to really handcraft
Yes, we
this
have.
recipe.
We have a general manager who was honored on the field this evening, Alex Casantini, as well as Rich Garapoli Sr. That was a board member and social secretary for close 50-some years. And, it was nice to see. And I have 17 or 16 other board members, and with the board members, with Alex, and all are wonderful, wonderful. You can't do them without employees, and you won't have or need employees without customers. So
Of course.
getting back to keeping everybody happy.
There
it's
you go. Well,
try.
I know the pizza is amazing, but what I've heard also is amazing is that you guys also provide scholarships to local area students.
We
Is that
we
correct?
give since the 60s, we've been giving scholarships out to Berks County students of Italian descent, and also a scholarship to ladies auxiliary and lodge members, daughters, granddaughters, sons, grandsons, or so on, for a 4-year scholarship. You get paid every 4 years, or you get a contribution every 4 years while you're in an accredited university. And we've been doing that for 40-some years, so very proud. We also give, there's an awful lot we give back to the community that people don't really know of. We give anybody that needs a helping hand. We don't make big fanfare out of it. We just want to help. The community supports us. We have to in turn support the community.
Well,
So
that
you
sounds
come
like-
over to see us.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to.
You better.
I'll
Wait, we
have
have
to. At
to.
this
You
point.
better.
All right, I will. I'll make it down. I'm pretty Italian myself,
I see
so
that.
I
I see
appreciate you
that.
coming on the air with me today.
You're a pretty Italian. Is that what you said?
I'm-
Oh, no.
Well, I can't argue with you
No,
there.
I can't either.
Well, as Manassas flies out to center field, that'll end the inning and it'll wrap up our time here on the air. But thanks so much for joining me, and y'all should check out the pizza.
I will. I
Big
welcome you to
German
come
was.
over
Well,
with your
thank you.
team here, and I appreciate the invite to have me tonight and have us tonight. And
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'm looking forward to your partnership with the Hartfields here.
yeah,
Here.
I hope hopefully it continues. Yes, I'm sure it will.
All right, great.
Thank
From
you.
the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the
Well, Santos shut down the Portland Sea Dogs in the top of the third, and now the Fightin' Phils will get to bat again here as Archimedes Gamboa is going to lead us off in the bottom half of the third. This is his first time up at bat. De Jesus has been pretty much throwing some heat here. He's recorded 4 strikeouts over the Fightin' Phils. And he'll send a first pitch strike here to Gamboa. De Jesus goes again, and he fouls it back. Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders are in a little bit closer. And Gamboa batting righty. We've pretty much seen him all season bat from the left side, and then these last few games, he's batting on the right side of the plate. As he chases but holds up, it's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Gamboa. Field pretty much in the shade now. Lots of clouds overhead, but nothing storm variety, just those white puffy ones. And the wind picking up a little bit, pushing right to left and out as Gamboa holds off. He was down 0-2, and now he'll have a full count. The Fightins would love to start this off with a base runner yet, and Gamboa at the beginning of the season was the leadoff batter, so we'll see if he can lead off this inning the same way he would. And he'll get walked down to first. So the Fightins will start with a base runner on first and nobody out for the actual leadoff guy in Daniel Brito.
The second baseman, number 12, Daniel Brito.
Leaning over is De Jesus. We'll see him pitch out of the stretch right now. Glove at his head. And now he'll kick and fire home. Brito fouls one back. He grounded out in his first at-bat. But he does have 65 hits on the season. That's good enough for second place in the league. Only trails against Otto Lopez, from New Hampshire. And ahead of Oscar Gonzalez, who was just promoted up from Double-A, so won't have to worry about him catching anything. But Brito successfully in second place. And with Gamboa on first, we'd love to see the Fightin' Phils make something happen here. They trail by only a run, and Gamboa sends this one into the outfield. He doesn't have everything on it, though, and it's going to hang up in right field, enough for Meneses to make the catch. There's out number 1 as Gamboa stays on first. Here's Bryson Stott. Stott's family in attendance this week, sitting out or behind the plate, I should say. See them with their shirts on. See a couple of other families out there as well. Some people with some Miller shirts. I imagine Luke Miller and James MacArthur's wife and daughter have been in the stands these past few days. Stott stepping into that lefty batter's box now. And he gets a piece of it. It's going to bounce in, and Manuel picks it up, sends it over to first. And Stott will be out at first, but he's going to push Gamboa to second.
The right fielder, number 29, Jorge Bonifacio.
And here's Jorge Bonifacio now with 2 outs. The Fightins trail by just a run, so they are looking to make something happen here. That only run coming off a solo shot from Rodolfo Duran. And he'll take a first pitch strike. Had a base hit to start things off in the first inning. Leaning down is De Jesus. Now we'll look at Gamboa over on second. And he'll throw over to Williams, who's covering second, but they won't make a play on Gamboa. And it is 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams about as close to second as he could possibly be as Gamboa sends this one into the sky. Cass is coming over up the first base line, but it's going to bounce on top of the dugout suite and into the stands. And so Bonifacio will get another opportunity to bat. Gamboa on second. There's 2 outs for the Fightins here in the bottom of the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bonifacio. De Jesus looking back. Now he'll come home. And he'll send this one foul. Sun starting to set here as Bonifacio ropes one up the left field line. Gamboa is going to come around third and score. It's a stand-up double for Jorge Bonifacio, and the Fightins tie it up at 2 in the bottom of the third. A big pickup there for Bonifacio. He's going to have a multi-hit day, and he connects after the 5th pitch in the at-bat. You'll love to see the hustle there, getting himself to second, and he'll continue on the inning now for Madison Stokes, who's stepping into the righty batter's box. Stokes settling into Jesus looking back, and he'll send it up the middle, but Williams is there to make the play at second. That'll retire the Fightin' Phils, but not before Bonifacio's RBI double knocks us up at 2 for the 4th inning.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices, from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Banana peppers, cheese, red pepper flakes, Parmesan.
Takes out there, the going crazy. You got those Megadeth tickets. That's the White Star for the Fightins game.
Well, top of the fourth inning, we're tied up at 2 here, and the Sea Dogs are going to start to bat. Both teams having 3 hits. Nobody's made an error in the field, but Victor Santos has been pretty incredible on the mound for the Fightins. 52 pitches to get through 3, and we'll see how long he can go with his pitch count rising. He'll get a first, hopefully out, as it's grounded to third. A great throw by Tatum across the diamond, and there's 1 out away for Ronaldo Hernandez. Well, if you want to save pitches, you just get 1 pitch, 1 out, and that'll get the job done. Hernandez doubled and scored a run back in the second. He's going to take a first pitch strike here from Santos. In his last outing, Santos went 6 innings of work, 5 hits, and just 1 earned run. Before that, 5 2/3. So we should see him hopefully get through 5. If the pitch count should allow, that could put him in a good spot, and the Fightin' Phil's bullpen as well. He'll send 2 straight outside, and it's 2-1. He's really settled into his role as a starter. Was part of that piggyback system with the Phillies affiliates earlier, as he would just get 2 or 3 innings of work, whether it was a start or out of relief. But he's really settled in to longer outings as of now. And he'll get a hard hit ball to left field. Does it stay fair? No. It goes foul up into that left field picnic area. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So we'll do it again as Santos kicks and fires home. This one the other way, going back. Bonifacio tracking it to the wall. He makes a leap. He's not able to keep it in his glove, but he keeps it inside the ballpark. And it'll be a double from Hernandez, now his 2nd double of the day. And the Portland Sea Dogs have a runner in scoring position with an out and out. Now the Fightin' Phils cut into their lead back in the bottom of the 2nd, and they tied it up in the bottom of the 3rd. So they'll try to hold off on runs for Portland as long as they can, but this team has just a long list of hitters all the way 1 through 9. And it's really not a break in it at all for Santos. This one sent sky high. Daniel Brito taking a couple steps back into the outfield. He'll make the catch behind second base for out number 2 as Hernandez stays put. And here's Roldani Baldwin now with 2 away in the top of the 3rd. Santos looking to strand the runner on and keep this ball game tied as the Fightins looking to bat again in the bottom of the 4th. A called strike, first into Baldwin. I bet we're going to have a beautiful sunset sky here at the ballpark. I can tell already as it's cooling down a little bit. A slight breeze picking up as Baldwin chases an off-speed pitch in the dirt from Santos. He has him 0-2 here. Santos looks back at Hernandez on second, sets up, glove at the waist. He's going to pitch out of the stretch, and he sends one home. He gets Baldwin down swinging, and he'll strand a runner on the base path. We're tied at 2 as the Fightins head to bat in the 4th.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Bottom of the fourth inning here as Santos gets the job done. And warming up is De Jesus. Here for our Italian night, they're playing some Frank Sinatra over the loudspeakers here. Perfect warm-up music, Fly Me to the Moon. Nothing gets you pumped like a little Sinatra on the air. And he's going to face off against Steven, Duran, and Tatum here as the Fightins look to break open a tie ball game. Steven heads up. He struck out in his first at-bat. Corner infielder Potts in. Again, Steven, everyone else back deep. Coming home outside, and Steven will take a 1-1 count now. Game 2 of the 6-game set versus the Portland Sea Dogs. This is the first time that these two teams have faced off in the 2021 season. Steven's got 2 balls now. Tonight through Sunday, the two teams will play. Part of a 6-game set. The Sea Dogs won last night. The Fightin Phils looking to tie up this series at 1 game apiece. Steven takes a called strike on the outside corner. It's 2-2. Chops a ball foul, and he'll stay alive. Through 4, Santos 63 pitches, so 10 pitches to get through the top half, and De Jesus 45. Fightins looking to work through the starter. And Steven, a ground ball to third place, 5-3. You can put that in your scorebooks as there is 1 away now.
The catcher, number 19.
For Rodolfo Duran. Duran a home run yesterday and 1 today. We'll see. Maybe he could have back-to-backs. The last time we did that, we saw that Stokes about a month ago. But it's going to be Rodolfo Duran now. De Jesus typically doesn't pitch long outings, as his game log of the season highest was 5. And Duran gets a hold of this one. Tracking back Rosario. He'll look for back-to-back home runs, just a little bit shy, and he'll end up with a stand-up double. An extra base hit for sure, as the Fightins have a runner in scoring position. Which just went out for McCarthy, Tatum, and Duran has been on fire these past few games. Things are clicking with him and his at-bat. You know, it does take some time to recover from a rehab appearance. They'll send you down to Clearwater. You'll do a little in-game work. They'll have you play around a little bit there, but it doesn't simulate Double-A in the same way, and sometimes it just takes some at-bats to get back into things. And now we'll see a small meeting at the mound as Hernandez will go out to chat quickly with De Jesus. The go-ahead run for the Fightins is on second. And coming home is De Jesus, a called strike. Two runs and 4 hits, the exact same line for either team. Nobody's made an error in the field, but the Fightin' Phil's trying to change that now. Duran taking a pretty good lead over on second. De Jesus coming home to Tatum, who pops it foul. It's 0-2. Now Williams, the second baseman, keeping a close eye on Duran with just 1 out. He's not going to want to get thrown out at second. And for a catcher, he's got some pretty good wheels on him, but obviously he's looking to go forward instead of back. Looking back, the pitcher De Jesus comes home, and Tatum will strike out swinging for out number 2. Here's Luke Miller.
Number 2, Luke Miller.
Miller stepping into that righty batter's box. De Jesus leans over. Now he'll stand tall and come home. Miller wanted all of it, but he got none of it. A high fastball, 0-1. Gets the sign from Hernandez behind the plate, setting up on the inside a little bit. Looking back at the runner now, he'll come home. And it is inside. Miller takes, and surprised with the strike call, he's down 0-2. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat, but with a runner in scoring position, we'll see what he can make happen here. Here's the offering. He'll chase in the dirt. It's dropped by Hernandez, but he'll make the throw over to first, and that's out number 3 for the Fightin' Phils. They'll strand a runner on second base yet again, and we're tied at 2 going into the 5th.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Sports Culleton can help. call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
It's summer. Time to trade hibernation for liberation. Couch time for tan lines. The sunshine and good times are waiting, so it's time to go the distance in a car you can depend on. Kia, backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Summer's calling. How will you answer? Kia, movement that inspires. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today for great deals on our exciting lineup of vehicles built for summer.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty program refers to a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for warranty details.
Top of the fifth, and we're still tied up at 2. Santos will come out for another inning of work. He's held the Sea Dogs pretty quiet here in tonight's game. Grant Williams going to start it off, and then we'll go back to the top of Portland's order with Rosario and Castellanos. Now Williams, a lefty, which Santos notoriously a little bit better at facing, or a little more successful, I should say. And a hard hit line drive. Will be a foul ball here from Williams. Santos offering again, this one up the middle. It's going to drop in left center field. Tracking it to the wall is Gamboa. Here's the throw in. And it's a stand-up double to Williams to start off the top of the fifth. Lots of extra base hits on either side. The Portland Sea Dogs have had 4 doubles. The Reading Fightin' Phils 2 doubles and a home run, so 3 extra base hits on our side as well. And now we're back to the top of the order with Jason Rosario. Rosario puts down a bunt. It's back to Santos. He'll go to first, and he'll make the out there, although Williams shifts over to third. And pretty impressive that Santos making another out on the base paths. There's one away now for Pedro Castellanos. And the tiebreaker run, the go-ahead run, over at third now. And Castellanos coming up to bat. Yesterday, Castellanos 2 for 4, had 3 RBIs for the team. He'll send this first one, ropes it foul up to the picnic area. And it's brought to you by Pennsylvania Insurance Agency. Protection fraud. Only weasels commit insurance fraud. Pennsylvania Insurance Fraud Prevention Authority. Visit don'tbeaweasel.com today. Santos looks over at the runner on third. Here's the 0-1 count. It's a called strike, and he's got him 0-2. Castellanos in his first year at AA spent 2019 in Salem. He'll send this one the other way. Charting over is Bonifacio. He'll make the grab, but he's on the run there, and it'll be a sacrifice fly from Castellanos to break up this tie ball game. The Sea Dogs lead at 3, but there's 2 outs now and nobody on. Here's Tristan Casas now, 0 for 2. Checking around the league for you guys real quick. Dunedin leads Clearwater 4-0. And Jersey Shore and Brooklyn were in a small rain delay. Now they're back in action. The Blue Claws are holding a 1-0 lead over the Cyclones there in the bottom of the fourth. And the Iron Pigs trail the Bison by 3 there in the middle of the fourth. I believe everybody in the affiliate had a 7 o'clock game today, which is pretty rare. Jersey Shore usually starts earlier, and Cassis gets a hold of this one. It's going to bounce in off the roof and back into the pool. A long home run from Cassis, his 6th of the season, puts the Portland Sea Dogs up 4-2 over the Fightin' Phils here in the top of the 5th. And man, that was a long ball. Bounced off the roof into the pool and back onto the field as Bonifacio will throw it back to right. And Cassis crosses the plate, sends a home run out of the ballpark, and suddenly the Sea Dogs have their 2-run lead once again. So here's Joey Meneses now with 2 outs. The infield back deep. Meneses a double and a fly out to center. And he'll take a first pitch strike. Santos deals and chases one downstairs, and it is 0-2. Tomorrow night at the ball game, we will have post-game fireworks. Don't forget, we'll start things off at the ballpark with a pregame concert and, of course, a postgame concert after the game as well. A dropper to second, Brito over to first, and that'll do it here in the top of the 5th. But the Sea Dogs put up 2. And as we head into the bottom of the 5th, the Portland Sea Dogs lead 4-2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Well, the Fightins trail by 2 as we head into the bottom of the 5th, and it is Archimedes Gamboa who's going to start us off here in the bottom half. Gamboa already walked and scored a run for Reading. He'll send this one over the head of the pitcher, charging in Fitzgerald. The throw is just in time, waited for Jimenez to call that one as it was close. Gamboa hustling down the first base line, but not in time, and there's one away for back to the top of the order with Daniel Brito. Called strike into Daniel Brito. He's down 0-2. Kyle Dowie is warming up in the bullpen for Reading. Santos has a pitch count now of 74. And we'll see if his day is done, or maybe they'll let him come in for the top of the 6th. We'll have to see. But first, the Fightin's looking to tie things up here in the bottom of the 5th as Brito holds off on 2 balls. He's had it evened out at 2-2 now. A slow roller up to first. It'll be fielded by De Jesus, and stretching is Cassis with almost a full split at first. He's able to remain on the bag and make the play for out number 2. 2 close plays for the Fightin' Phils and 2 outs now for Bryson Stott. A lot of pitcher defense taking place on the field today. Here's the first offering to Stott. He'll take a called strike. Infield back deep here to Bryson Potts, coming in a little bit closer, and a ball downstairs in the dirt. It's 1-1. Infield pushing, wind pushing out here right now. And the offering a 1-1. Grazes the outside corner. It's 2-1. De Jesus stands tall, straight forward, kicks and fires home. Stott holds off on a pitch just low, and suddenly we have a 2-2 count. Battling through this at-bat, Scott has been grinding today, seeing a lot of pitches, fouling a lot off. He chases, but he holds up, and it's a full count now to Stott with 2 outs. Time is called. Stott will step 1 foot out of the batter's box. Now he'll get back in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Then a payoff pitch by De Jesus upstairs, and Stott will walk down to first. The Fightin' Phils get a runner on with 2 outs. Here's Jorge Bonifacio. Now Bonifacio has had a 2-hit day here at the ballpark, and he's actually batting .308 with runners on or runners in scoring position, I should say, in 2 outs. He's already had a single and a double. And with Stott over at first, the Fightin's down by 2. Bonifacio representing that tying run. The first offering from De Jesus, man, he wanted to send that over the fence, but instead the count 0-1. And he takes a pitch on the inside, doesn't swing. Think he would have rolled over that with his hands on the inside. And if it doesn't work for him, he'll have to take. But he's got an 0-2 count now as Stott over on first. He's being held on by Cassis, and it's up and in as Bonifacio has to move out of the way. Here's the offering. pops it up, it's going to go foul, and so the count will remain 1-2. That one bouncing off of the netting over the plaza area. And he takes a called strike 3 on the corner, shakes his head, having a couple words with Moore behind the plate, and he'll walk back into the dugout after striking out, looking to fight and stand a runner on first, and they're down by 2 as we go into the 6th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mao Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Top of the 6th inning, and we'll have a pitching change as Victor Santos' day is done, and he will pass the ball over to Kyle Doey now for the 6th inning here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightin' Phils trail by 2, so Doey looking for a clean inning here to get his team back up to bat. Santos, 5 innings of work, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts on a total of 74 pitches. And now Doey's going to start off against Hudson Potts. Outside to Hudson Potts, and now 1-1. Potts walked and scored a run. Doey has been pretty stellar the entire season. Had a tough outing his last time up, but really other than that, he has been pretty incredible. He was part of that no-hitter the Fightins threw against Erie on July 3rd. He was the 3rd leg. But he'll get a first strikeout to Potts, and there's one away in the top of the 6th. Portland scored 2 in the top of the 2nd, 2 in the 5th. The Reading Fightin' Phils 1 in the bottom of the 2nd, 1 in the bottom of the 3rd, as Doey's going to face off against Ronaldo Hernandez. Back-to-back doubles from Hernandez. He'll take a first pitch outside. This one sent sky high, but it's going to come into foul territory, hand up over the plaza by the T-Mobile stage. And now Dowie has him at a 1-1 count here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Kicks and fires down low, and Hernandez wasn't even in a stance, really. I don't know if he wasn't ready or he just wasn't going to swing. Three balls, 1 strike here to Hernandez. The offering upstairs, and he's going to walk him. And he'll be on first, which will set Dowie up for the double play with Ryan Fitzgerald, the lefty, heading up to the plate. Hernandez has reached base all 3 at-bats here today. Lots of kids in the ballpark today running around, hitting up Funland, in the pool, up the right field line, and I think there are a lot of sports teams out as Fitzgerald swings and misses. 94 on the gun from Dowie. Wind has slowed down a little bit. The flag in center kind of flying closer to the pole. And the sun starting to set here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Dowie kicks and fires a ground ball. It's going to be Stokes on to second. Nobody able to cover first. And tough play there. I don't know if he didn't realize how close Brito was behind him. And I guess would have rather stopped it instead of letting it trickle into the outfield. So they'll get the runner at second, as Fitzgerald ends up safe at first. And now there's 1 on. So good that they got the lead runner there, because there are 2 outs and a runner on first here for Roldani Baldwin. And he'll send the first pitch he sees up into the sky. It's going to be just shy of the infield. Brito backing up. Bonifacio calls it off, and he makes the catch on the run in very shallow center field as he tracks it all the way over. And Dowie puts up a 0 on the scoreboard as we head into the bottom of the 6th. The Fightin' Phils trail by 2.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year, and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
and provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Redding Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Well, we've got a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the bottom half of the 6th as well. And Manuel de Jesus hands the ball over to Joan Martinez. And Johan Martinez set to pitch now for the bottom of the 6th. Dowie came in the top half and shut down the Seawolves, and we'll see how Johan Martinez can do here against the Fightin' Phils. He's going to be facing off against Stokes, Steven, and Duran as the Fightin' Phils trail by 2. The final line coming in on De Jesus. 5 innings of work, 4 hits, just 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And at this point in time, on 74 pitches, he is in line for the win after going a full 5. But the Fightins will have something to say about that, and hopefully they can make a difference here, as there's still a lot of time left in this ball game. And Madison Stokes is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 6th. Stokes steps up into the righty batter's box to face the first pitch from Martinez, who kicks and fires home. It's low for a ball. This is Martinez's first year in Double-A, split time in Salem and Lowell back in 2019. Usually does about an inning of work, as a hard hit ball by Stokes is pointed foul. And it is 1-1 now. Been really solid in relief for the Red Sox farm system the past few years. And the righty reliever will send the ball home to Stokes. This one he'll lift up the left field line over the head of Castellanos out there, and he's going to slide in for a double to lead off the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the 6th inning. An extra base hit day for everybody, as Stokes gets himself in scoring position now for Josh Stephen. And he's coming home to Steven. First pitch outside, 1-0. Now the shortstop Fitzgerald very close to second base, so Steven has a chance with a gap to poke it the opposite way, although the third baseman Potts playing in here. And Steven holds off on another one downstairs, so it's 2-0. Fightin' Phils down by 2 here as we start into the back half of this ball game. Steven checks his swing, but he doesn't go around, holds off on a pitch upstairs, and he's got Martinez ahead 3-0. With this pitching change, the Fightin' Phils have a chance to start to cut into this lead. Sometimes, you know, that's really all it takes. And the first offering downstairs, so Steven will walk on 4 pitches, and the Fightin's a big opportunity here as they have 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th for Rodolfo Duran. Stokes on second, Steven on first now. And Steven, of course, representing the tying run over there. And here's Rodolfo Duran, 2 for 2 today, a double and a home run. And he'll step into the righty batter's box against the righty Martinez, hold off on a pitch way inside. And it's 1-0, that's 5 straight balls now. The crowd getting into this as they notice the opportunity the Fightin' Phils have here in this ball game. Duran again holds off on a pitch outside. This is going to prompt a visit from Hernandez now, as Martinez struggling to find the strike zone. And he'll go out, put his arm around his shoulder. They face the outfield, and they'll have a quick chat. Baseball under the lights here in Reading, Pennsylvania, as the Fightins threaten the Sea Dogs here. They're trying to catch up by 2 runs, down by a pair, and it is Rodolfo Duran up at the plate. Some action going down in Portland's bullpen. Here's the offering way inside to Duran. He's got to back out of the box, and that's 7 straight balls from Martinez here in relief. He does have an open base. Of course, everyone could shift over, and it's McCarthy Tatum who's next in line to bat. Duran with an open stance. And here's the offering outside, so he'll walk him on 4 pitches. Back-to-back walks by Martinez as Stokes shifts to third and Steven to second. The bases are loaded here for McCarthy Tatum, and this is a big moment for the Fightin' Phils to capitalize on. Now, not to preempt anything, but we have seen a grand slam by Jorge Bonifacio, and it looks like we will see a mound visit now as the pitching coach, Lance Carter, heads out, and so does the entire infield. Usually you don't see the entire infield coming in unless the manager's coming out to take them out of the ball game, but I guess the infield has to go over their bases loaded plan. Stokes on third, Steven on second, and Duran on first after back-to-back walk from Martinez. And they do have someone warming up, Tyler Olson, in their bullpen now. But the pitching coach Carter heads back into the dugout. And the crowd getting loud here as McCarthy Tatum heads up to the plate. Bases loaded for the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the 6th. There are no outs, and the first offering to Tatum, a called strike. Wind pushing right to left here, but Tatum has hit all of his home runs on the road so far. So now would be the perfect time to send one over the fence for his first at FirstEnergy Stadium. And a called strike again on the outside corner. He's got him 0-2. If he can put anything in the outfield, that will allow Stokes on third to potentially score. Infield straight up against Tatum. Looking back, Martinez comes home. This time it's inside, and it's 1-2. Martinez comes home a bullet up the third baseline, but it's foul, and so Tatum will have to go again. Tatum takes a minute to step out of the batter's box. Stokes on third, Steven on second, and Duran on first. Everyone's got a nice lead here. but the Fightins trail by 2. Martinez takes a deep breath. Here's the 1-2 to Tatum. He strikes out swinging for the 3rd time today. And there's the first out for the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the 6th. So here's Luke Miller now. He struck out swinging twice, but he's got a big opportunity for the Fightin' Phils here in this ball game. The base is still loaded and there's only 1 out. He'll hold up on a pitch downstairs. Martinez getting the sign behind the plate from Hernandez. Miller chases, and it's 1-1. The catcher down on his knees, one leg kicked out, and a called strike to Miller is 1-2. And here's the offering for Martinez in the dirt. Miller holding off. It's 2-2. Reading has 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, but they're threatening against the Portland Sea Dogs as they trail by 2 runs now, but they've got the bases loaded here and an opportunity to not only tie it up, but put themselves on top. Leaning over Martinez, hands on his knees. Now he'll set up, glove at the waist. And he kicks and fires home the 2-2. Miller strikes out swinging for the 3rd time today. And Martinez gets back-to-back swinging Ks out of Tatum and Miller. And it will all rest on Archimedes Gamboa now, as there are bases loaded and 2 outs here. The Fightins cannot pass up this opportunity not to score a run. Here's the offering from Martinez outside, and it's 1-0. Gamboa has walked today and scored a run. Here's the offering, it's down low. Gamboa holding off again, it's 2-0. Gamboa fouls it back into the netting behind home plate. It almost comes into the stands, but instead bounces back onto the field, although a whole Little League team was ready to catch a foul ball here. Bases loaded, 2 outs here for the Fightin' Phils. Martinez sends a ball into Gamboa, and it's 3-1 here. The 1 ball away from walking in a run for the Fightin' Phils, and if that's the way they score them here in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll do. That'll work. And here's the offering, this one up into the cattle herder. Gets caught in the netting there, and it'll be a full count here from Archimedes Gamboa. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Martinez kicks and fires home. Gamboa, a called strike 3, and Martinez could not be more elated after getting the bases loaded. He will strike out the side to the Fightin Phils, and they will end the inning without scoring a run. So the Sea Dogs will hold their 2-run lead as we go into the 7th.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Let's take a look at the video board and see what our answer is.
Well, after the Fightins load the bases, they somehow fail to score as the side strikes out, and they don't add a run on in the bottom of the 6th inning. And so the Sea Dogs still retain their 4-2 lead as we enter the 7th. So officially in the back half of this game, and Martinez was pretty incredible on the mound there. All it took was a mound visit to calm him down, and he was able to strike out the side. And so we head into the 7th as it is Williams who's going to lead us off for the 2nd time today, the number 9 hitter, and then back again to the top of the order. And this one is going to be a base hit up the left field side, gets in the gap, and Williams for the 2nd time today will see some time on the base paths as he'll get a single to start things off. And here is Jason Rosario. Williams getting a little jumpy over at first, but the lefty Dowie has good vantage point on him. And we know Duran has an arm behind the plate. And if they can catch him, then they will. As Dowie's going to go over to first, but he sends it over the head of Stokes instead, and it'll be easy for Williams to take second as Stokes runs himself back in. And so a runner on second now, as they make an error on Madison Stokes there. Not able to catch that ball as it headed over first, and so Rosario will now have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And he's gonna hit Rosario. It seems okay as he'll head down to first. So there's 2 on and nobody out. For Pedro Castellanos. So now Castellanos, after taking his sweet time, will step into the righty batter's box, and heading over to third easily is Williams. Not even a throw from Duran. You can put that as in a stolen base. That's his 7th of the season, and there's runners on the corners now for Castellanos. And nobody out. This is pretty similar to the situation that Dowie got himself in last time he pitched. He pitched a clean inning when he first came in, and they tried to give him a second one, but he couldn't record an out in the next inning, and he's struggling with it here as he sends one outside to Duran. No action, though, in the Fightin's bullpen now, but they only trail by 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. Going to second, but he'll have to come back, is Rosario, as Castellanos fouls one back. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here to Castellanos. Dowie gets him to chase on an off-speed pitch, and he's got him 2-2. And Dowie's going to go over to first again, but getting back in time is Rosario. Now they know he's going to try to pick second if he can. And Dowie's still looking for his first out here in the top of the 7th. Wind has pretty much stopped here at FirstEnergy Stadium as the flag hanging down at the pole out in center field. Dowie again going over to first. Don't forget, fans, Acme Distribution Center of Denver, PA, is holding their job fair on Saturday. Their starting rate, $19.30, with a chance to make $50,000 in your first year as Castellanos goes down swinging, and Dowie will have 1 out to his name here in the 7th.
The first baseman, number 3, Tristan Casas.
And here's Tristan Casas now. Within 10 weeks at Acme in Denver, PA, in their distribution center, you can end up making over $22. And they really take care of their employees there. Great benefits and a great environment to work in. Plus, pay that matches the job you do. Head over to their job fair on Sunday, 500. Lots of opportunities for you at Acme Distribution Center over in Denver, PA. Runners on the corners for the Sea Dogs. As there's one away, Kyle Dowie facing Casas. He'll send the first offering home after a pickoff attempt, but it's a ball. And this one outside to Casas. He holds off. Of course, Dowie having that center base open. This game has really slowed down since the starters have been removed on either side, to be honest. Dowie comes home. This one sent up sky high. Now, I don't know. It should be deep enough, actually, for the runner to tag at third as Gamboa makes the catch, and coming home is Williams. So the Sea Dogs will now take a 5-2 lead over the Fightin Phils, and remaining on first is Rosario, but there's 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Joey Meneses now up to bat. He had a double back in the second, but hasn't done anything since then. Runner on first now with 2 outs. Joey looking to get out of this half inning with not too much damage across the board. The Fightins are still in this ball game as Joey kicks and fires home outside. Some fireworks going off outside of the ballpark in the city of Reading, I can see. The Fightin' Phils will have fireworks for the next 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as there'll be lots of good action coming out in left field after the ball game. Chasing is Meneses. He gets a piece of it, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Taking a nice lead off of first is Rosario. Daniel Brito closer to second as the pitch outside to Meneses. He doesn't chase. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brito and Tatum back deep, as now Stott does as well. And he'll get a called strike here as Joey 1 strike away from getting out of this half inning, and the crowd of kids cheering here at the ballpark. Two balls, 2 strikes here, and instead Joey's going to go over to first. Check up on Rosario though, but he's sticking over at first. And we'll see if Joey comes home this time. A swinging strike 3, and he gets out of the inning with just 1 run of damage. The Sea Dogs now lead 5-2. We'll take a 7th inning stretch here at the ballpark and be back with some Fightin' Phils at bats.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular game tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza Stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
Well, after Take Me Out to the Ball Game here in the 7th, we've got some Frank Sinatra on the air again. Very, very nice, soothing music here at the ballpark. And we have a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. A very interesting inning for Johan Martinez. He ended up walking the bases loaded and then struck out the side of Fightin' Phils, and they weren't able to score a run. But it took him 27 pitches to do that, so he'll get just 1 inning of relief. And So we will see Tyler Olson now stepping up to the mound, and stepping up to the plate is going to be Daniel Brito to start us off. Now Brito yet to record a hit today, and the Fightins are down by 3 runs, running out of ball game left as he takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. And a quick strikeout there for Daniel Brito as he heads back to the dugout. It'll be Bryson Stott who heads up. Stott had reached base once on a walk, but we'll see how he does against Olson. He's got mainly off-speed pitches, but nasty stuff, I've been told. He's got a lot to work with. Stott sends a high foul ball up to left field, and the count will be 0-1. Olson, the lefty reliever, has had a couple of major league relief appearances, spent some time in the Indians organization, but was cut after COVID. Had some Double-A time, of course, in the Indians system out in Akron, so pitched at FirstEnergy Stadium before. And we'll see how well the Fightin' Phils hold up against him, as Stott's going to get a base hit out to left field. It tracks to the wall, but he is going to hustle to second. He dives in, the throw is off the line, and he's got himself a double. And wow, Bryson Stott just turned what was an easy single into a hard-fought double, and you love to see that grind there as he gets himself an extra base. And the Fightin' Phils will have a runner in scoring position now for Jorge Bonifacio, who's had a 2-hit day. And Bonifacio connects deep to right field, tracking back Meneses. Stott is going to tag and head to third. And pushing him over is Bonifacio. He heads back to the dugout. That is out number 2 for the Fightin' Phils. And man, was he just about 2 or 3 feet shy of the pool as Madison Stokes heads up here with 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. Stokes stepping up in that righty batter's box after doubling in his last at-bat. And he'll take a pitch inside, 1-0. Fightin's down by 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th, although Bryson Stott over at third. And here's Madison Stokes now. Got a lot of space up the middle, but he'll foul it back behind home plate. It's 1-1. Braden Zarbniski now warming up in the Fightin's bullpen. Dowie went a full 2 innings, and now he'll hand the ball over to Zarbniski for the 8th and quite possibly the 9th, depending on how the rest of this pans out. Stokes sends a pitch up in the air. It's going to be in the infield as the shortstop Fitzgerald raises his glove and makes the catch. The Fightin strand another base runner in scoring position, and the Portland Sea Dogs will hold on to their 3-run lead as we go into the 8th.
The Acme Distribution Center in Denver, Pennsylvania is hiring warehouse positions now. Attend Acme's Job Fair Wednesday, July 14th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 500 South Muddy Creek Road in Denver, Pennsylvania. Starting rate of $19.30 per hour, including premiums. Potential first-year earnings of over $50,000. Acme offers industry-leading benefit packages with family coverage and a $2,500 retention bonus. Hiring this Wednesday, July 14th. To learn more or register, go to hiringeventdenverpa.com. Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fighting Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here in the top of the 8th as Kyle Dowie hands the ball over to Braden Zarbniski here in the top of the 8th. The Fightin still trail by 3 runs, and they have left 8 runners on base. They're 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position today. And first, Zarbniski is going to have to shut down the Sea Dogs for the Fightin Phils to get a chance to bat, as Hudson Potts is going to lead us off. Then Hernandez and Fitzgerald, and hopefully that's all Zarbniski sees. Zarbniski, the righty, coming in after Dowie, the lefty, will set up on the first base side of the rubber. A slow-rolling chopped ball that goes into the Sox dugout. And it's 0-1. Just going to check around our affiliates real quick as we start to wind down this ball game. The Iron Pigs have tacked into the Bison lead. It's 4-2 there in the bottom of the 6th. Although the Bison have the bases loaded, and it's Jeff Singer on the mound. Clearwater has a run, but they trail by 4 runs to Dunedin. And Jersey Shore is tied up with Brooklyn 2-2 in the top of the 7th. This one grounded to Tatum. He makes a diving play, picks it up over to first like it's all too easy, and that's out number 1. He really makes it look so clean over there in the hot corner. Really settled in well, and heck of an arm on him to get it across the diamond. So 1 away now. Here's Hernandez, who has reached base successfully 3 times, 2 doubles and a walk. And Zarbniski sends one outside. It is a called strike. Zarbniski 4 wins, just trails 1 to Austin Ross as he gets a called strike into Hernandez, and he's down 0-2. Usually notches about a strikeout an inning, and he's only given up 10 earned runs so far here in Double-A. After coming up about a month into the season, he'll get his first strikeout there as Hernandez chases, and there's quickly 2 away for Zarbniski now with Ryan Fitzgerald. Roster move coming in yesterday that is a little bit more official today. Grenny Kumana re-signed by Philadelphia a couple weeks back. He'll join the Fightin' Phils, came in last night from the FCL, and he will take Billy Sullivan's spot on the roster as Sullivan hits the IL with some right shoulder inflammation, a ground ball over to Stokes. He'll make the play unassisted at first, and that'll be a nice 1-2-3 inning for Zarbniski. The easiest one since we've seen the first inning. And the Fightins will head up to bat in the bottom of the 8th.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us, from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vist Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Well, Zarbniski comes in and he shuts down the Sea Dogs a quick top of the 8th, and he puts the Fightin' Phils right back up to bat, Steven, Duran, and Tatum. And Steven stepping up after walking in his last at-bat. Tyler Olsen coming out for another inning of work. Sends a first pitch ball. Foul ball there by Steven makes it 1-1. Infield backing up here to Josh, as the wind is pretty much gone here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Still pretty warm here in Reading. And a strike now coming into Josh. It's 1-2. Olsen's got a lot of movement on his pitches, as this one slides down a little too far. Hernandez had that left leg kick out, so he was down pretty far. And he fouls it back, staying alive. Two balls, two strikes. Steven sends it sky high. Olsen coming over. Hernandez ripping his mask off. He makes the catch just next to the Sea Dogs dugout. And that is out number 1 here for Rodolfo Duran. He has reached base all 3 times, a multi-hit game with a home run and a double. Also walked, but was stranded on first back in the 6th. and he will come up to bat now with 1 out. The Fightin' Phils trail by 3 runs. He seems super happy to be back at the ballpark and seems in really good shape here. Squats down when he steps up into the batter's box, a wide open stance, then he'll close it off as he goes to swing, but holds up there on a pitch inside. Connects out to center field, but I don't think it has enough on it. Rosario taking a couple steps to his left and center. He makes the catch for a quick out, number 2. And here is McCarthy Tatum now, although Wimberly coming out. It seems like they're only going to give Olson 2 outs here, although we got him quick. And they might make a pitching change, which surprises me, but somebody is warming up out in the bullpen. We'll see what Wimberly does as the entire infield comes in. Maybe won't take the ball. Nope, he's going to take the ball from him. And with 2 outs now, we're going to have a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolf bullpen and be back in a second.
Unlike FirstEnergy Stadium, 61 dugout suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages. For the first time ever, the Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you their classic game program all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player rosters, and front office staff. It also includes featured stories and alumni reports, all on the favorite guys who spent their time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Purchase a bank of tickets to be used throughout the Fightin' Phils season. The Flex Bank lets you use the number of tickets you need when you need them. You will have an online Flex Bank account which allows you to use your bank of tickets or vouchers to redeem for game tickets whenever you need them. You can also reserve your game tickets from your Flex Bank by contacting the ticket office or redeeming in person at the stadium. Visit rphils.com or call the office at 610-370-BALL for more information about the Flex Bank.
Well, a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here as the Sea Dogs try to get out of this half inning. They already have 2 in the 8th, and Tyler Olson will hand over the ball to Ryan Kelly here or Zach Kelly, for the final out. He's only allowed 3 earned runs since May 16th, which is pretty impressive, and he's going to face off against McCarthy Tatum. Don't know if Olson is on some kind of pitch counts, but I have heard and seen the stats in the past that he almost always leaves with 2 outs, so someone will come in and get that final out for him in the bottom of the 8th here, and this time it is Zach Kelly. Tatum sends the first pitch he sees up into the sky. It's in foul territory. Hernandez rips off his mask. He'll make 2 outs in foul territory in this half inning to retire the Fightin' Phils. On 1 pitch is Zach Kelly, and into the 9th we go as the Fightins trail by 3.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today.
The R-Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils. The world-famous Fightin' Phil's mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
One, 2, 0, 8. Again, tonight's winning 50-50 ticket number 275-1208. 275-1208. You can claim your prize at the customer service booth. Each time the Arphil's defense turns a double play this season, Univest will make a $25 donation to the Opportunity House. Double plays paid. Thanks to Univest.
Well, the Fightins are going to turn to Zarbniski here for the top of the 9th inning. He'll have to get out the bottom half of the order with Baldwin, Williams, and Rosario then at the top of the order as he gets a first strike to Baldwin. And then the Fightins are trailing by 3. Not too big of a lead the Sea Dogs have here. Still possible for the Fightins to catch up. As Zarbniski gets a second strike out of Baldwin, he'll put a foul ball on the roof. This one's sent into the glove of Tatum, who makes a dive closer to the bag on one knee, pops up and throws across the diamond for out number 1. Here's Williams, a slow start, but he's popped off as of late, a double and a single, stole a base, and he scored twice. The Sea Dogs 5 runs on 7 hits, the Arphils 2 runs on 6 hits, and he's made 1 error in the field. Zarbniski stares down at Williams. Sends this one to center field. Should be a can of corn for Gamboa as he takes a couple steps over, and there's out number 2. Zarbniski has seen 5 batters, and he's retired all of them in a row, as he'll have to get Jason Rosario out before the Fightins can bat in the bottom of the 9th.
The center fielder number 11, Jason Rosario.
The righty kicks and fires to the lefty, and he'll get strike 1. Infield back deep here to Rosario. Now the Fightin' Phils last week walked off 2 games in the bottom of the 9th, so we know it is possible as Rosario takes the second strike. Zarbniski's got him down on 2, and 2 outs here in the top half. The first mission to retire the Sea Dogs here in the top of the 9th, which will set them up to bat shortly later. The lefty kicks and fires home. It'll be a ground ball to Stokes. He fields it on the backhand, tosses it over Zarbniski, who's on the run and steps on first before Rosario does. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Zarbniski here as he shuts down the Seawolves. And the Fightins trail by 3 as we go into the bottom half.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yuengling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Arphil's game, great food, music, entertainment, and so much more here at the ballpark. The team will play as the Los Luchadores and will be wearing their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive deals.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
Well, Zach Kelly will come in to try to close things out here for the Sea Dogs in the bottom of the ninth. But it is Luke Miller who's going to start us off here. He is 0 for 3, all 3 swinging strikeouts. And he will start us off here as the Fightins trail by 3 runs, and they've got 3 outs to make the catch up. Tomorrow night's ball game, 7:05, start again on Thursday. Pre-game concert, post-game fireworks, and post-game concert as well, as Miller holds off on a ball downstairs. Ballpark is quiet here as they can't wait for what's to happen as Miller chases a pitch, 1-1. Here's the offering, a called strike by Moore behind the plate, and it is 1-2.